we're talking mono bags. I'm a big fan of these bags. I think they're a really cool option. This is my acoustic bag. I actually also own one of their electric bags and one of their dual electric cases as well. But I would argue that this is one of the best cases, gig bags that you could buy for being a worship leader. The flexibility that it has, but also just what you get for your money. They are kind of expensive, but they're just really well built bags. I've had this bag for almost 2 years, and it almost looks as new as it did when I got it. It's got some dirt and things like that on it from use, but that's kind of it. So let's dive into this. Let's talk about it. So let's jump in first to the tick. I believe that this is a really important piece of gear that goes with it, and this is specifically the Tick 2.0. The thing that I really like about this is, one, it just gives you more flexibility to take XLR cables and microphones if you want, those kinds of things. And we'll open it here in a second. It's actually empty at the moment because normally I carry this pedal board in it. I have a video up on the channel that's should be up at this point about this board specifically. But this is the Stomp Box from Eno Music is the pedal board. It's like $20 on Amazon, and it's 14 inches, and it fits perfectly inside the Tick, which is why I actually bought the board in the first place. And so you can just open this up, and it just slides right in there, and you've got yourself a pedal board in the Tick. So that's kind of the sweet thing about that. But yeah, so this is it open. It's got this nice like waterproof-esque type material on the inside of it. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, you can put cables and things like that. It's got a nice hanger for it. I feel like it's a really good option. This then has a little zipper pouch. I keep a capo in there, and then the guitar picks that I use. So that's kind of the deal there. And then you get this really cool other pocket. It opens up. You can keep pens. You can keep, like I have one of the string winder and cutters, and then also a neck rest, so you can change some strings on the fly. So yeah, that's the Tick, and I feel like that is a really, really cool option. That is just been a really cool necessity, and I think so next let's jump over, and this is to the big boy. This is the acoustic case, and this thing, I've flown with this several times, so it's a great case, and I'm flying with a 2020 J45, so it's not necessarily just like a cheap guitar that I'm putting in it. I put all the guitars that I own in it, and I think it does it really well. The only guitar that I say that doesn't fit as well as I wish it did is I have a Taylor 214E, so it's a non-cutaway, and it's just a little like thinner body, like it's just not as thick, and I feel like that could fit a little bit better, but that has to do with it's just a thinner guitar. This is really like geared at like dreadnought type things, so guitars. So that'd be my only thing, is that it fits. But that's not really the fault of the guitar, or the fault of the case, I guess. That's really just the way the guitar is built. So that's it. So you've got these 3D loops here for the Tick to fit. And so you put the Tick on here, it Velcros on, real easy. You've got a really big, spacious pouch down here for putting cables and, just like I put guitar straps in there. And then there's like another like zip-in little pouch in here that you could put like strings, maybe if you wanted to put your capo and things like that in there, you could. But the cool thing about this bag is when you use it without the Tick, there is still plenty of space. On the electric case, that's not necessarily the same story. I wish that they had added a pouch to it. These are the Vertigo bags, and and on the acoustic they have it, on the electric they don't. I believe on the new electric bags that they've released, they have it. But then you get this really cool front pocket that opens up, and you can see there's business cards. I've got some strings and a sound hole cover in case the guitar is feeding back. I have a pin in there, and then also I keep another tin of picks because, like I said, if you don't use the tick, you might need them. But another thing of picks, and then a G7 capo because best capos you can possibly buy. Work well for acoustic and electric. So that's it. The other new piece of gear that I added to this that I'm really excited about, that I'm going to give a try is, it's got a key holder on this, but I bought an Apple AirTag. So one of the things I saw not too long ago was some guys in one of the Facebook groups that they lost all their gear, but the way that they found their gear back was through an AirTag. And you know, sometimes we have to leave guitars in cars, or you know, we're leaving them in a building that we're not familiar with or whatever, and so it's just it's a nice touch, easy to track on the phone. It's $25 for the AirTag, and you know, I feel like it was a really good purchase, and so I like being able to track it, and I might buy some more to add some more to some other gear here in the near future. But back to the bag, you get two zippers, and it zips down. It doesn't unzip all the way, but it opens pretty good, and so you can see that it opens really well. It's got a good pad in the bottom with a place for the jack end pin to go. You get the neck rest holder, and so it comes together and holds the guitar in there. Nice plush material, some added material. It's not the soft stuff, so when you have strings and stuff like that, it doesn't poke through or ruin the material with the sharp ends of the strings that may be there because you cut it. Also has the same kind of material. It's just like the silvery stuff. Down where the sound hole is, where the end pin, where the bridge is, in case it doesn't wear it out. The one thing I do wish is sticking my J45 in here and other Dreadnought guitars. I wish this opened a little more. I wish either this other side came down a little more so you could get it in there, or like it unzipped all the way, something like that. That's just one of those weird complaints that maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. I don't know. I just wish it opened a little bit more. That'd be the only thing I would say with this case, that if I could change it, I would. But it's a great case. It goes everywhere. Like I said, I put a J45 inside it. I put two different breed loves in it. I put a Taylor in it, and this bag has held up well. It held up against time. You get two backpack straps. And they unhook and they can go tuck inside here if you want. You could also maybe slide like an iPad in there if you wanted it, against your back so nobody could take it out of there without you knowing. That'd be a pretty slick thing. But I believe that these cases are some of the best cases you can buy, but also I believe they're some of the best cases just for the traveling musician and week to week church type thing. And so I carry this fairly regularly, and it's just good. It's got a nice beefy handle on it. Sometimes these handles can be a little wonky, but it does great. Nice riveted on. This is the boot. That's what it's called. Rubber type thing. It'll stand up pretty well on its own. I'm not a big fan. Like, I'm not touching it right now. I'm not a big fan of doing that. If you are, you've got a high-end guitar inside the case, I wouldn't necessarily do that. But yeah, it's a great bag. Mono bags are some of the are the premier gig case to have, and gig bag to have in your life if you don't have one. So if you've been on the fence, on the edge, this is it. This is your sign to go buy one. I know they're a little pricey. But they're well worth it, and they do a really good job of protecting your guitar, and I think that you will just be happy with the product at the end of the day. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope it kind of maybe brings you some clarity, and I hope that it, once again, just helps you better your ministry to be able to take care of your gear so you can come to church and you can lead the people well, and that maybe I've saved you a step, or helped you just bring some clarity to what's best for you and what case may be best for you. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in our next video.